Baphomet is the ruthless and dispassionate lord of the Abyssal Tower, a mysterious monster-filled dungeon, plaguing the human world. Many hunters seek to defeat him, and bring the tower down to no avail, but failed and become toys to Baphomet to entertain him. Despite his demonic power, he got so bored, because no one can entertain him, since he can't get out from the dungeon. Baphomet grows curious about humanity. One day, a hunter named Raven reached the top floor, and challenges Baphomet. After a fierce and long fight, Baphomet is defeated by Raven, the strongest hunter. Baphomet realizes that his true wish is to be just like the humans he previously looked down on. In death, he is granted his wish, as he awakens as a human, without his powers. Before dying, he gathered all his strength, and struck his fist to the hero's body, getting his heart. That causes a big explosion. The tower got destroyed, and a naked person suddenly appeared in the darkness, confused about what happened, since he is sure that he died. As the ruler of the Tower of the Abyss, most of the hunters died in his hands, and he chose to become a human. However, people mistook him as a person that cleared the Tower of Abyss. He is forced to fight monsters to people to see his powers, but he lost all his powers. That makes people lost interest on him. Since Baphomet lost his power after becoming a human, he is forced to fight various monsters, but lost from them, making people lost interest from him. Because of what happened, Baphomet got hospitalized, and sent to a sadistic doctor. It turns out that Baphomet doesn't have any money to pay, and being asked by the doctor to pay by his own body. After what happened, Baphomet need to work, to pay his debt, to his so-called quack doctor. Baphomet became the backstreet leader of the dungeon quarry, with no powers, and became a normal human being. Even though he became a human, he can't still find the enjoyment that he want, and think about the power that he have before, when he is still the boss of the tower dungeon. One day, a newcomer arrive in the quarry. He is guided by the management around the quarry. It turns out that the newcomer is a bad person that kills people to get their spoils. Because of this robbing hunter, many of Baphomet's human subordinates died from the explosion that they made. That makes him angry, since he is somehow feeling the enjoyment that he didn't felt before. A robbing hunter, a hunter that attack other hunters to steals the spoils of others. The two hunters that are guarding the quarry got defeated easily. It turns out that there is not only one robbing hunters, but there's more, resulting to one of the hunters got killed. Two of the robbing hunters grabbed the woman hunter, resulting to letting their guard down. Baphomet pick up a sword, having an opportunity to kill the two robbing hunter. It turns out that, when he grabs an item of other people, he will gain power. It was a glitch-like power from the system. Baphomet angrily rushed to the other robbing hunters. He is mad from what they did, destroying his toys, the human subordinates that he had. Baphomet killed two of them, leaving only one person behind. It turns out that the newcomer earlier, which is the boss of this robbing hunter, was stronger than him, pushing him back. Though he is being pushed back, he is continuously grow stronger. It shocks the enemy boss on how he still have that much power. Baphomet cornered the enemy boss and start chopping his arms. As a revenge for those who died, Baphomet beat him into pulp due to his overwhelming anger from what they did to his toys. It turns out that he lost his mind from the fight and gone insane. Baphomet senses the other hunter from earlier that is still alive, but because of his past life, Baphomet thinks about killing all of humans because it was his purpose of existence. Baphomet almost struck the girl, but suddenly two-person arrives at the scene, getting the attention of Baphomet. When Baphomet sees them, he suddenly rushed to fight them, but suddenly got stopped by an unknown hand of light, resulting to him for being fainted. While Baphomet is unconscious, he got a dream about being stabbed by the person that he kills from back then, when he's the boss of the Tower of Abyss. Because of this, he got suddenly awake from his dream, and appeared in an unfamiliar place. It turns out that he is placed in an empty lobby, and being observed by the people that approached him earlier. Baphomet got questioned about what happened. It turns out that this persons are chasing the robbing hunters, but got killed by Baphomet instead. The person is questioning his identity, because he don't have any background, but Baphomet got angry from what they are doing, locking him in the room and comfortably watching him behind the wall. Baphomet got accused as a swindler, but Baphomet answered them about the robbing hunters that they are chasing are really killed by him. Baphomet is so angry that he said that even how many times that those robbing hunters come back to life, he will still going to cut every arms and limbs that those hunters have. Baphomet also tells the same to the person behind the wall, and suddenly a person in glasses shown himself from a door. He questioned Baphomet if he can really do it. Baphomet suddenly remembers the feeling when he met Raven, the strongest hunter. Suddenly, Baphomet rushed to the person, but he is easily pinned down by the person. It turns out that the guy, who he is facing right now, was a member of a government guild called Rogue, and they are chasing those robbing hunters for their crimes. Baphomet got pissed, and got a thought that if he only have a more free body, he can defeat Raven and the guy the pinning him down, right now. In the other hand, the person pinning Baphomet down thinks that Baphomet is dangerous, and told him that he needs to be cut down to stop him. It turns out that the person is only scaring him, and offered Baphomet to become a hunter and work to Rogue, to offer his talent in killing people. Baphomet accepted the offer, and one day, he headed to the Hunter Association Center, to register himself to become hunter. He was asked about the code name that he would like to have. He answered to it, and said Baphomet, becoming as his code name. After becoming a hunter, he started to hunt monsters, to gain achievements, and to test his strength. It seems that some of his strength already came back from him, but it wasn't that much. He thinks about how did his power came back. It turns out that I was back then when he got angry in behalf of the human subordinates that died, back then when he was in the quarry. While he was wandering around, he got approached by the members around, and got yelled about getting attention for using the name of the boss that kills a lot of hunters and the strongest hunter, back then. They thought that Baphomet got resentment to the people that makes him a con artist. It seems that the investigation from the incident of the clearing of Tower of Abyss already got out. The result was it was cleared by Raven, and sacrifice his life to clear it. But Baphomet brag about it, that he only needs to become stronger so that those who are gossiping about him shuts. Baphomet dreamed about a good life as a human, to have more enjoyment from becoming one. But his thoughts was wrong. It was a hard and a complicated path to take. Soon he will face more enemies, and will regain more of his powers, and fight to live for his dreamed life. Baphomet got sent to a convention, to meet the other hunters, but he didn't know that there will going to be big surprise, that he will encounter there. He got so excited when he sees the sea, since ever since he got awakened in the tower, he didn't got a chance to see various things in the world. While also strolling he saw a foreign couple, and confronted them, and asked his companion about them, being another race that he spoke about.